Hey everyone, Sheila Hall here, Coldwell Banker Premier, also sharing the Shenandoah with Sheila. I'm coming to you this morning because it is about that time. People are getting a little excited because winter is almost over. Not quite, depends on where you live, where you're looking at this and watching this from. But here in Virginia, we're right at the verge. It could still get a cold snap or whatever, but it gets that excitement going. I did a video and posted it on maintaining your home. But what I want to share today is we all get excited, and that thing called spring cleaning is always on a lot of people's mind. So I want to share something with you. I actually do this magazine, and this one is complimentary from Sheila Hall. I send this to all this actually goes to my clients, my past clients, and current clients. And if it was bought on the shelf, it is $6.99. But I really like these magazines because they actually touch on topics that are very relevant to that time of year. This particular issue is on innovative cleaning, things about purging and cleaning out things. It has a lot of really good recipes in here. You will always find these in this magazine. And then homeowner insurance. It also has a guide on homeowner insurance and ways that you can know and check to see if your homeowner's insurance is actually, what does it really cover? A lot of people say, I have homeowner insurance, but in the whole scope of things, do you truly know what it covers? Do you truly know if you lost everything, God forbid, will your insurance actually cover everything? If you say you had some certain item in your home and you had no proof of it, is it really going to cover that? So those are this particular book doesn't go over that, but the one thing that, if you have questions about that, let me know, because there is a way that you can protect yourself if you were to lose everything. There is a way to protect yourself so you can show proof. So I'm happy if you want to email me at sheilahall@premiermove.com. I'm happy and say, hey, I'd like to know what I need to do. So I'm happy to share that with you. But what I want to talk about today is getting back to spring. And I'm posting this on YouTube, so I will post it on Facebook also. But since it's going on YouTube, it is going to be a little bit longer one. So hang on. But if you want to know some good ideas, hang with me a little bit. Let's talk about purging, doing spring cleaning, and how to, as you're doing it, look around your house. If you own your house, what are things that you can do to maintain the value as you're doing this? So anyway, I'm going to I'll take you to one of the pages. And if when I'm done with this, I only have so many extra. I always buy extra that I can actually give away. And I'm happy to share them with you, but it's basically first come, first serve, because I only buy so many extra ones on top of what's already sent out. So finding a home for all your unwanted stuff. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm sure that this is real with everyone. Through the year, we all gather things that we may never use. We have all good intentions, but we may never use it. Or you have been holding on to things for years. Like you go in, it's boxed up, and it's been boxed up for literally years, and you don't even know what's in the box. It's time to clean those out, and you're going to feel so free when you do this. I do want to share one thing. I owned a book called Clear Your Clutter. It was a feng shui book. A couple of the things that they suggested that really helped me, because my house, I wasn't a hoarder, and my house was always organized. The kids can tell you it was organized. but I had a lot of things I wanted to collect. I collect carousels. I collected um, certain types of dishes. I collected rose things. There was a number of things I collected, and I collected my masterpiece porcelain wildlife, which I love. I after reading this book that I'm going to tell you about, I did the things that it talked about in there, and I realized I don't need to collect all this stuff. So I got rid of everything. I narrowed it down just to a couple things. One was my masterpiece porcelains, and they are actually organized in a very nice cabinetry. Sometimes you actually end up with things that I did not collect, these little Linux up at the top. My dad did, and they were one thing that he had collected that they kind of fit with my masterpiece porcelain wildlife. They're so cute. I will show you one, but there's a lot of different ones. These are Linux. So those fit with what I already collect. So I quit collecting a bunch of stuff. And it was so freeing when I started selling it off. I made some money and started selling all that stuff off. So it's a wonderful thing. Clear Your Clutter said this. Said, as you dust things, so things that are in your house, and as you go around and you're cleaning and you're dusting, when you pick up that item and you're dusting it off, think to yourself, every week or however often you dust and you're picking it up, think to yourself, how many times, how much time does this take me to pick it up and dust it off, put it back and dust everything it's under, and then put it all back, and to repeat that? How many times in my life, how much time does that take out of my life that I could actually be doing something fun? That was a really eye-opener. So I suggest start now. As you're dusting, literally think about that. Another thing it said, that many times somebody may give us something that is Aunt Sally or whoever, your mom, your dad, or somebody gave you something, a sibling or whatever, and they loved it and you loved it, but you really haven't used it. Or maybe you really didn't like it, but you didn't want to hurt their feelings, but you could not get rid of it. So things start piling up because you're afraid that they may ask you about it. Hey, you use that or whatever. Here's something in the book that really helped me, and that was get a binder, like a photo book, take photos, or nowadays digitally, put a folder together of the actual item and write something about it. Say, Aunt Sally gave me this in 1979, and this is what it meant to me when she gave it to me. And say something about it and what it meant to you, and then give it away. Give it to somebody else so they can enjoy it. That is very freeing. You still have the memory. So anyway, those are 2 tips. And as I said, this is going on YouTube, so it's going to be a little bit longer, but this is very timely. What you want to do is, as you start going through each room and you're cleaning, get some different baskets. Get a basket, a donate basket, a keep basket. So if it's things that you truly want to keep and you do need to store, put those in the keep basket. Your donate basket, and think through your donations. A lot of people take it, I call it GW fashions, but they take it to a specific thrift store that's almost all around the country. But where does the money really go? I always think about that. Look in your community, because we need to help our community. So look in your community. What thrift stores are in your community that actually help other people, that are part of the community, and the money that they make literally stays in the community? Those are the thrift stores that I say that those items that you want to donate to that. If you live in the Shenandoah Valley area, namely around Harrisonburg area, Virginia, there's a place called Mercy House, and all that money they help. They have homeless places, and they help the homeless, which that makes your heart feel good that you're helping uh, that part of the community. Also, a place called Gift and Thrift, and I know there's a number of them. So look in your community. Um, Another thing, then, so your trash pile, the things that you can literally just get rid of, if it is broken and you haven't used it for a long time, just part with it. It might hurt while you're doing it, but just part with it. Books. There are a lot of places that you can donate your books to. We can all only keep so many books. I've gotten rid of, I had so many horse books that it hurt me when I sold them, but it was so freeing afterwards. I made money, somebody else is enjoying them, and now I have space. This video only will let me do 19 minutes, so I need to hurry. So your books, as you're going through each room, make sure you're putting them in the designated boxes and fold things up. Your clothes, like around here, I know Glenn Adams has, in the Harrisonburg area up and down the Shenandoah Valley, he has vertical ministries where he literally gives the clothes away for free to people that come to get them. So they're recycled to people. If you haven't worn it in a long time, and let's be honest, if it is like two sizes too small and you've been waiting for 5 years to fit in it, more than likely, maybe, hopefully you do, but more than likely you probably won't. Just get rid of it because you can get new clothes and it'll feel good when you do. But as you go through and you're purging the things that you want to keep, go buy some little shelving, some baskets. That's what I'm trying to say. Different types of basket, color code them, or however you want to do it that fits on shelves. So like your small items. If you have a craft room, take everything out. If there's dried paint, if there's old paintbrushes, if there's things that you haven't used in a long, purge them or take them to the donate them. All of those projects for everybody out there that does crafting, that you bought all this stuff over the years. I'm going to get to this. I'm going to make this and I'm going to make that. Even if it's organized, it's taking up room. And if you bought it 10 years ago and you still haven't made it, more than likely you're not going to make it. So maybe there's a church that's having a VBS that they can use those type of items to make things for their vacation Bible school, or maybe a school, a nursery. I don't know. Think through it, but let somebody else enjoy it. Don't keep it hidden. So go through your items. I've been doing this a lot. I mean, for years I've been doing this. I was in a huge house and downsized to a smaller home that was a little over 2,000 square feet. I downsized to a little over 2,000 square feet and then down to 1,100 square feet. So there was a lot of downsizing to do. But folks, it feels so good. And here's the thing. You're going to feel better. You're going to make a little money selling the things. Some of the things, put it on Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace. Sell some of the things. Make some money on it. Buy some new curtains for your house. If you have old broken furniture, repurpose it or donate it. This is why I wanted to come on this particular video to share some things about decluttering your home and purging and the freeing feeling that you get when you do this. It really does give you a freeing feeling. I'm trying to think of some other things that I do. Oh, even files. So go through your files. I just did this in my office. Your files can just keep getting things. Oh, I'm going to file it here. I'm going to file it here. Go through the things. I threw out trash bags of stuff that I thought I'm going to use. And I just did this last year. So do that annually, go through your stuff, because if you don't, if you haven't watched the movie Hoarders, there's all kinds of shows about hoarders. Do that, because the one thing it lets you know, my heart goes out to them because they say it really is something to do in the brain. But make your house feel comfortable, spacious, clean. And then also, not only that, getting back to the real estate side of it, you may not be considering selling your home, but if something happened, God forbid, that it's a turn of life events that you have to sell it, now you're going to be put in a position in a very fast manner to have to do it, or somebody else is going to have to do it. So it's better you do make those decisions. You start doing it now, and always make your home. Think about, as you're going through, if you see your blinds are broken, fix your blinds. Feng Shui is, if you're not familiar with that, I'd read up on it if I were you. It gives you a really good idea of how to make your home feel warm and inviting to not just you coming home, but if you were going to sell it, how other people would look at it to get the most that you can for your property. It's such a freeing feeling. So just decluttering. If you have, like I already said, old furniture, look at the different ways that a lot of times you can take an old piece of furniture, and don't keep it thinking you're going to do it. If you're not going to do it, just go ahead and get rid of it. But look at the ways that you can repurpose it and use it in another manner in your home. So I would do that. And I'm trying to think of something else. In this book actually has a lot of different things in it. Here's some recipes, homeowner insurance policies. This actually goes over a lot of the things that you may want to really look. And when's the last time that you've actually looked at your homeowner policy to see if you have enough coverage? Over time, your values go up. If you own your home, is your value going up? Have you changed your policy to make sure that you're covered for the home itself, but for the content? Have you gotten new items in your home that you know that it's not going to cover? This is, and here is a section, is making your backyard beautiful. That is another thing also, not just for you, like you want to do that so you can enjoy your home when you come home, but also when you go to sell, make your home as appealing as possible. Lawn care. Here's some lawn care. So, and here's a little, I'm on the back here, sharing the Shenandoah with Sheila. Here's the 4 seasons, my YouTube, and you'll probably hear my dog barking. But I'm going to close here. If you would like this book, and again, I only have so many, make sure to email me, SheilaHall@premiermove.com. And this is Sharing the Shenandoah with Sheila. I'm going to be doing a lot of things, telling you about the valley, going to different towns, telling you about those towns. And I'm here to do any of that you guys say there's a town you want me to go into and share some information about it, some photos, some videos. Please let me know. I want to grow this channel, and I want to learn. I'm sorry, my dog's barking. Somebody's at the door, but I am going to end this. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. Have fun purging and doing your spring cleaning. Let me know if you want one of my books. Take care. Bye-bye.